Starring as Noah in The Kissing Booth catapulted Jacob Elordi into fame seemingly overnight. If you thought the star looked familiar, there's a good reason for that. Here's where else you might have seen this Australian-born actor climbing the ranks of Hollywood. In The Kissing Booth, Jacob Elordi plays Noah, the heartthrob love interest of Joey King's Elle. On the heels of the global success of that film, Elordi could have easily elected to typecast himself as a typical high school hunk, but rather than pigeonhole himself as a default Romeo, Elordi instead took on the stormy role of Nate Jacobs in the HBO series Euphoria, a prospect that excited him. Whatever you think about him in The Kissing Booth, you're probably not going to like him here, and that's intentional. He said in an interview with GQ, "I was kind of hoping that some people would start to dislike me. I was so excited to shed the skin of what everyone thought about me." While Elordi seems to have enjoyed his work as Noah in The Kissing Booth and its sequel, he told GQ that he'd been hungering for meatier, more complex parts, and Euphoria turned out to be the perfect opportunity. He said in the interview, "I wanted to make things like Euphoria before I even came to Hollywood, when I was still in high school. Hopefully he'll get a chance to flex those dramatic muscles more in the future." If you were around in the 80s, there's a good chance you watched Crocodile Dundee or one of its sequels, starring Australian hunk Paul Hogan. If you weren't yet a denizen of the planet Earth back then, this may ease your FOMO. In July of 2020, the very excellent Mr. Dundee dropped on Amazon Prime in Australia and New Zealand. And yes, Hogan is cast in a major role, this time playing himself in a meta take on the franchise.
I'm not really Crocodile Dundee, you know. Just a character I play in a movie.
So what does all this have to do with Jacob Elordi? Well, he's the Australian hunk who stars as Paul Hogan's son in the movie, alongside heavyweights like John Cleese, Chevy Chase, and Olivia Newton-John. Let's face it, Jacob Elordi is a total stud. With his imposing height, chiseled body, and super strong jawline, it's no wonder that his Instagram exploded after The Kissing Booth took off. Who wouldn't want to take a selfie with such a handsome hunk? Well, if you're not lucky enough to have a framed picture of the two of you on your desk, you can settle for ogling Elordi in all his glory in the Calvin Klein underwear campaign. He appeared in the spread alongside some serious modeling royalties such as Bella Hadid and famed supermodel Naomi Campbell, showing that he has what it takes to run with the big dogs in the fashion industry. In addition to modeling and acting in film and television, Jacob Elordi can check another item off his bucket list. That's because in 2019, he starred in the music video for Bad Dream by Emma Zander, a haunting and dreamy homage to the 70s complete with sepia lighting. It even has a choreographed scene featuring women at a Tupperware party. You know, the good old days. In addition to being a throwback, the video for the song is super sensual. Throughout the video, Elordi and Zander get pretty hot and heavy, with shots alternating between a couple who's clearly lost their spark and Zander's sexy, vivid daydreams. The whole thing culminates in the pair inviting a third person into their bedroom. If the comment section is any evidence, plenty of viewers are big fans of the video, especially because of Elordi's sex appeal. But fans also had plenty of praise for the song as well. Plenty of actors and actresses appear in horror films before they catch their truly big break. While Jacob Elordi didn't start out in horror movies, he certainly had his turn on a spooky set when he starred in 2019's The Mortuary collection. Set in, you guessed it, a mortuary, the film centers on a young girl named Sam who takes a job assisting a mortician. Elordi plays the role of Jake, an utterly spooky fraternity brother. It's definitely not the film for you if you have a tender heart, but if you dig blood and gore, it may be right up your alley. Before Jacob Elordi found fame in the United States, he had a small role in the raunchy Australian comedy Swinging Safari. According to the film's director, Stephen Elliott, Elordi is pretty good at making people laugh. Calling the actor a gifted comedian, Elliott stressed Elordi's talents to the AU Review, saying, "He's over in LA now and he's getting phone calls on how he's not just tall and good-looking and all the things you want, he's got an impeccable sense of comic timing." While Swinging Safari was Jacob Elordi's first feature film, that didn't mark the first time he set foot on a movie set. No, his very first experience in front of the cameras was in a super high-profile series of Hollywood blockbusters, Pirates of the Caribbean. Before he was a big name, Elordi suited up and hit the high seas as an extra in the fifth Pirates movie, Dead Men Tell No Tales. But if you think you can find him in a blink and you'll miss it moment, think again. Though it's been rumored that you can see him in the movie if you comb through it closely enough, Elordi cleared that misconception up in an interview with GQ, saying that he only appears in the background as an extra.
People are always trying to find me in the movie and there's screenshots of me in the movie. No, and you'll never find me.
Still, you can't blame fans for trying, as Elordi had previously put it in an interview with Just Jared. True story, look for a tall guy in a red coat. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite actors, movies, and TV shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.